Well, on to the controversy over the Italian Marines now. The Supreme Court today said Italy's ambassador to India does not have diplomatic immunity, while warning him not to leave the country till further notice. While that debate over immunity rages, India's next step will now be determined by the outcome of an internal review on ties. The Supreme Court warning Italy's ambassador to India that he does not have diplomatic immunity, also ordering him not to leave the country till further orders. The envoy is in the line of fire since he gave an undertaking to the court that the 2 Italian Marines accused of killing 2 Indian fishermen would come back to India, based on which the court allowed them to go home to vote last month. As Italy's counsel Mukul Rohatgi pushed on the issue of immunity, the bench headed by the Chief Justice said, "We don't believe his statement. He has lost trust. What do you think of our judicial system? We never believed that the Italian ambassador will renege like this. The person who has come to this court as petitioner, we don't think he has any immunity." Diplomatically, the situation is clearly escalating. Italy has sent India a warning that any restriction to the freedom of movement of the ambassador, his right of leaving Indian territory, will be contrary to international obligations of the receiving state to respect his person, freedom, dignity and function. The Foreign Ministry in Delhi says Italy has been clearly told that while it's aware of its international duties, India is also bound by the Supreme Court.
That note verbal drew our attention to the provisions of the Vienna Convention regarding diplomatic agents. But we are also bound by the directions of the Honorable Supreme Court on this matter, and we have made this clear to them.
While many legal experts say the envoy is not entitled to immunity once he gives in to the jurisdiction of Indian courts, diplomats say the Vienna Convention on Immunity overrides everything else. Foreign Ministry sources say that means that while the court can pass strictures against the ambassador, enforcing it will be a problem. Meanwhile, in the Marines' hometown in Italy, the issue is being hotly debated.
While most in Italy say the Marines should be tried under international law, there is a big debate over whether or not the ambassador going back on his promise to the Indian Supreme Court was a good thing to do. Many say this is an embarrassing situation for their country to be in.
In general, promises must be honored. In this particular question, I don't know.
Ci aveva dato una parola, dovevo mantenere, punto. Se no, ma in tutta la vita è così.
The next hearing in the case is on the 2nd of April. Interestingly, Italian envoy to India is also Italian ambassador to Nepal. The question is, will he go there and risk raising the temperatures further? With Nidhi Rajdan and Nupur Tiwari, this is Arunachalam Vaidyanathan for NDTV.